It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And this one features the Bulls' athletic linebacker. His is a name you can't forget about on this defense with 66 tackles. It's the Bulls and the Shamrocks on Monday
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. It just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in play.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Jones motioning here. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Shamrocks send their punter out. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
They'll stick with him again. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Now a give on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. You have a tight end motioning left here. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bulls are going to take possession here at their own 33.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
His drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Shamrocks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And a sigh of relief. He gets a 1st down up past the 10 and out to the 13.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. The defense has it. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Shamrocks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. The tight end going in motion to the left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. Oh, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. And that will be a first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention?
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss on the play brings up 4th down.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's a close game early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the punter now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bulls offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Back to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Shamrocks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll send him over to the left. Oh, big hole left side. Down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown Shamrocks. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Shamrocks will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The PAT, up and good. And the Shamrocks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bulls offense getting set to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jones motioning here. Back to the air again on 2nd. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. It is a pickup of 18, and by a yard, they get the 3rd down conversion.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. The Bulls offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 9. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The Bulls send their punt team out, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion a tight end right. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and the Shamrocks will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. 2nd and 7. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw again. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night.
That's the end of the first half.
As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Bulls going to send the punt team out there. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough offense to slow down.
Throwing right, it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Shamrocks are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll let one go down the middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Taking off. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Shamrocks. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point is up and through. And the Shamrocks will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Up the middle they go. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Offense.
One of the tight ends in motion right. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Shamrocks. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Shamrocks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Brooklyn.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get that complete to Ross. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down.
Brooklyn, first down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Number 88.
Here's 1st and 10.
15 yards. First down, ball.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Pass interference. Offense.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a run going left. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. Third and long. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Shamrocks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are moving in on a double-digit win season, a 10th victory on the year to start this drive with 1st down. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They send a receiver in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
He'll try to get this one on the ground.
The running back again, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Shamrocks getting their punter out there as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Here comes a return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bulls offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now, faking the give. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
He is good. Makes the score Shamrocks 38, Bulls 17.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a give on the ground. Room to run at the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.